Second one happened on that.
I found out 2 seconds ago that's who it was. I couldn't even tell you what happened. The puck was going the other way, and I turned, and next thing I know, I'm down. So I can't really comment on it. I think it's pretty far behind the play, so maybe the refs didn't even see it. A lot of people didn't, but I don't even know. Got my head, that's for sure, but I don't even know how it developed.
Let's wait for the microphone. Scott, go ahead on the right side.
Yeah. Sidney, can you describe what it was like, the conditions, especially at the heaviest part of the rain? And do you think the game should have been delayed or postponed? Thoughts on that?
The conditions were all right. I think when it started to come down pretty good there, you could see the puck started to bounce even a little bit more. And who knows, even if it didn't rain, it might have continued to do that just because it's the third period and it's been played on a bit more. But it's easy saying looking back when you're down, you would like to delay or something like that. But everyone's trying to get the game in, and obviously for the first 2 periods there wasn't much issue there. There was light rain at one point, but other than that, it was pretty consistent, and we knew that was something we were going to have to deal with. So I don't think that's a complaint. I think you could see the results of the puck bouncing, but other than that, I mean, it's the same for both teams, and both teams kind of expected to play through that.
Go in front again.
Sid, how can you describe your feelings when you came out into the stadium, especially the scene at night, fireworks, everything else?
Yeah, it's it's an amazing feeling, and I said the same thing when played in Buffalo, but it's pretty easy to see why you see those guys so pumped up every week coming to the tunnel. It's a pretty amazing feeling, and to be playing hockey in front of that many people is something none of us probably ever dreamed of doing. So would have been nice to be on the other side of things, but it's still a privilege to be part of that. And we had amazing support. The event was great, so I think everyone enjoyed it, and obviously we've seen year after year it's getting bigger and bigger.
Come here in front, please.
First question for Eric. Obviously a big night for you with the 2 goals. Can you just talk about what happened on both of them?
The first one, I think Johansson just turned the puck over behind the net, and I just went in front and got a good pass and was able to put it in. And the second one, I saw Chimmer had the puck and the D was stepping up, so I just tried to go for a rush, and Chimmer made a good pass.
Right here in front, guys.
Alex, was this? It played out pretty good on TV. It was a really good look, primetime game. Was it as magnificent to play in as it was to watch?
I think both teams just was so excited, and it was pretty fun. The first period was good weather. Second period was probably a little bit rain, and third period was lots of rain. So it was kind of a weather change all the time, and we handled it, and it was a pretty good game.
Stay here on the right side, guys.
Eric, this was sort of billed as a matchup of the superstars with Ovi and Sid. Were you happy as one of the maybe lesser lights to put your stamp on the game?
I was definitely happy I could score, that's for sure. I felt good. The first one felt unbelievable, but we had a good lead going in the third there. We just wanted to play defense, and fortunately I was able to get that second one, but we weren't really trying to go for offense at that point.
Go all the way to the right side again, guys.
For both of you, I guess, how important was it to keep things simple with the rain, and sort of talk about how that's what you guys have been focusing on lately too?
Well, when we get the lead, I think all team was so concentrated, get back to the deep and play more defensive, and offense did a great job. We have a puck, we cross the red line and get it back in deep, and if we have a chance to go to attack, we make a simple place, and you see when Fehr score a second goal. It was tic-tac-toe with Chimmer, and he's a pretty good wrist shot guy, and it's good.
Yeah, let's talk about this.
Sorry, can you answer that too, please? Yeah. Keep it simple.
Yeah, it was just important for us to try to get every puck deep. As you can see, pucks were bouncing everywhere, and sometimes they're sticking on the ice, so you didn't want to lose the puck at the wrong time. Just making sure pucks were getting out of the zone. It was really tough to make any passes out there.
Right side.
Guys, talk about this win. I mean, it's been a tough month. You just walked into Pittsburgh, 65,000 fans. I mean, talk about what this win will do for you and maybe springboard you in the second half.
Well, you can see and you can hear when we score goals. How many people was fans in Washington, and you know, I can see 1,000 people in one spot, 1,000 people upstairs, and you know, it was unbelievable. And when there was a national anthem, and you know, they screaming like it was unbelievable things, and you know, the fans support us all over the place, so it's good. Yeah, it was a tough start to the HBO series. You know, we're in a bit of a losing streak, but I think it finished well for us, so we're pretty happy with it.
We'll go in front, two more.
Eric, you talk about Samuel Varlamov. I think the conditions were probably worse for the goalies, or at least it looked like it might have been, but it seemed like he had a pretty good night.
He played really well. It seemed like he was seeing the pucks. You could tell they were trying to get traffic in front, and I thought our defense did a really good job of boxing out and giving him an opportunity to see most of the shots.
Eric, can you talk about the vibe coming out under the lights, the big crowd, just what it was like?
Oh, it felt unbelievable. The first time we came out for the first period there, you know, the fans were loud, and it was just everything you kind of dreamed of. It was a perfect night, nice and dark outside with the lights. It was great.
Dan, go ahead.
I was going to ask a similar question to you. You talked the other night about how you might be nervous, the legs could be shaking a little when you came out. How did you feel when you walked out there and you saw what was out there?
Well, you know, it was one of the best moments in my life. You know, when you see sold out, like, you know, I can't imagine like when football players play a game like this. It's unbelievable, and you know, it's kind of you know, thing what you want to do all the time. You know, go out and play like this all the time, and you know, your family watching, your friends, and you know, a million people watching you. And when you get success and you get 2 points, you get excited and you just, you know, feel good about yourself and about your team.